Hello, everybody. Hey, we got a good crowd in here. That's nice. Thank you all for coming. Um, but this is What's the Crack? And I'm Baker. And you know me with troubles. My internet is still down. I don't know when they're going to fix the poll, but I'm looking into other ways. So I am on my tablet. If there is any problems, can't hear me or whatnot, please, say it in the chat. And I'm excited. We have a couple of special guests here, and I'm excited to talk to them. So I'm going to bring them on, and we'll say hello to all these great people that are in here, and go. Hey, Melissa and Garrett, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Good.
Well, we're doing good. You guys are bringing a crowd here.
Let's
We
go.
have lots of people in here. Shape the podcast. Kyle, thank you. Kay, Miss Sofa, Born Bearded Dave, Sofa. Dave's bringing his whole family in here, so it's awesome.
Yeah,
Jeff
this is
Harmon,
amazing.
frickin' Frack. Sorry, my finger wasn't touching the button here. Um, Mrs. Brew City, Becky.
Becky.
Mr. Brew City, he's going to be a guest on my show.
Awesome. Hey, Scott.
We're going to talk about him being in a club that is really making some noise. Cowboy Up, how we doing? Thank you for coming in here. Jack Stud.
Hey, Stud.
Oh, of course we have Amber,
Yeah, my girl. Hey, Amber.
Christina.
Christina.
Great show. That was a great show that you had. It was really nice.
Love my ladies.
And oh, we got Chief.
Hey,
What's
Chief.
up, buddy?
Where's that
Can't
baby?
wait to meet you.
Give me the baby cuddles.
Yeah, I think they're still waiting. Maybe induce tomorrow. I think maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, David Brown. Hello. Well, I think this is the most I've had in this chat. So you guys brought a crowd.
No, it's all you.
Yeah, it's all you. You're the best.
No, it's not me. Unless they want to see what this week's failure is going to be.
No.
Yeah.
What's up, Jay?
They
Dirty
came here to
spray.
see him.
No. It's all her.
Yeah.
He's the reason why I'm here, but I mean, he's the beard.
And
I love all you guys. This is awesome.
I hear a lot of
last that's in the chat for right this second is Brewer. He's on the road. I think he made it to his mom's house.
It was with Amber and Kev. That was so cool too.
That wasn't it? He finally fixed the portal, so that was nice. And then we have Santa Allen. Good seeing you, buddy. Thank you for coming in. So, Melissa and Garrett.
Yeah.
Gotta back up.
You okay?
Yep.
Yeah, no.
We're good.
This is just to get to know you. We all know you have your show, and you guys started a journey, or get back into a journey of exercising, and in your garage, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I got
Yes. It's watermelon though. You're not gonna have a reaction, are you?
Oh,
He's allergic to watermelon. It's just a red
all right.
Finest mixed breed. How you doing, bud?
Hey, Robert.
What's going on?
So, I personally just started a journey myself. We got Lee from EDC.
Hey, Lee.
What's up?
Saw him last night on Bishop's show, which was great to meet him. But I started my journey. I'm a big guy, and COVID kind of killed me. I went through some medical stuff, and I think I got everything kind of handled there. So now I'm starting slow. I'm walking our dogs at night. Changed my diet up to higher protein with it and stuff. So it's hopefully get me into the gym and move on some more,
Yeah.
So what made you guys put the gym in the garage?
Do you wanna?
That's all you.
Oh no, you can answer.
Basically, she never liked going to the gym. She didn't like the gym.
Even though I was a personal trainer in a gym.
Yeah. But I was all about the gym atmosphere because before I even met her, I did men's physique shows, like bodybuilding shows. I was part of the NPC program. So I did a lot of the men's physique. I wasn't a bodybuilder. I wasn't the big meathead. I was more of like the beach bod. So I did all that. Okay. So I had probably 5 gym memberships. So I was bouncing around all over the place working out. And so that was all what I needed was the atmosphere. And then she didn't like much of the gym. She's like, I can do better working out at home. And I was like, I don't know. I can't do it. And then I started working so much. And I was like, I can't even make it to the gym even if I tried.
Yeah.
What if we just make our garage the gym we want? So we basically, I worked for years saving up. Mm-hmm. And then that's what we did.
It took a long time.
Yeah, it took a long time. So I knew Rogue Fitness was one of the top of the lines. So nice. I threw that up there. I was like, if I put this up there, we're going to design it how I want it. And then maybe it'll give me the motivation and drive to get out there and work out.
Because he always said, he's like, I can't work out at home. It's just too, I need the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. And for me, I mean, I was getting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning going to Planet Fitness up the street just because that was my time without the kids. Like we have our kids, we don't have babysitters. I'm with them pretty much 24/7 and he's working. So it's like the home gym is super convenient. Mm-hmm. And, we got really sedentary. And, our son has autism and, he's amazing. And then we have a toddler and it's like, I need to live forever. We need to make changes, because he is getting stronger and bigger and he's, going to continue our kids. We need to keep up with them. And we were really unhealthy. We both gained some extra pounds, and we're not doing it for vanity. A lot of people who knew us in the fitness world before they seen us working out again and they're like, oh, don't get back into the muscly and like being all like that. And we got a lot of hate on that from people, but it's not, we had to explain, like, we're trying to do this to be healthy. And I know I talk with like Amber and Kev, they're going on a fitness journey and I'm really excited because, I'm in my 40s and, things are harder for me to get in shape now. Mm-hmm. That I'm older and having, someone that I can talk to who's like in the same is helping me. Her and I can like talk and, see what we're doing and we have to do things differently because we're older. So.
Hey, Ronnie. That's I want to be around. I told you that my daughter just graduated high school and she has a plan. So she just joined the National Guards. She's going to be going to boot camp soon. And then she's already registered at IUP, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. You can see my shirt a little bit.
That's cool. Love it.
And she has her mind. She's thick-headed like me, and she just has this goal, So I want to see the goal, So, I decided that, hey, enough of this being the way I am. I'm 52, so I have to get back.
52. No, you look good for 52.
Body feels it, so. I just decided, my son, who is a junior, he doesn't know what he wants to do in life yet, but he started working out himself, just with the dumbbells and I forget what they're called. It's a kettlebell, I think, or something.
Kettlebell.
Yeah, those are great.
Mm-hmm. And just walking and
Ronnie's not 57.
She's 57? Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She just had that picture on Facebook with her eyes.
I know. I saw it today. I was like, I'm mesmerized. She's so beautiful.
Yeah. So he's starting a journey. on his own. He's doing push-ups and this pull-up. We got him a pull-up bar, so he's using his weight,
Yeah.
and he's 6'1", and
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah.
so I enjoy your guys' videos. I try to comment on all of them.
You do.
It's
Oh, you are the
amazing.
MVP. Thank you.
It's amazing of your journey. So I look forward to seeing it more. But
Thank you.
how'd you guys meet?
So cliche, but yes, I was a trainer at Lifetime Fitness, and he was a big meathead, and I
Mm-hmm.
I said I would never date anyone at the gym. I was
No
like,
bodybuilder.
no bodybuilder, not interested. Being in that, I seen them every day, and like the guys that would come to the gym, I just roll my eyes because and then
Yeah.
he caught my eye, and he asked me to spot him one day. This big meathead, and here's this little 110-pound trainer. Can you spot me with this like
Yep.
350 pound best bench press? And here's me like, okay, yeah,
Like, what do I do?
yeah.
I'll just stand there.
Yes,
That's not-
yeah. Melissa seduced Garrett with private lessons,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. And then we ended up building a friendship. Because he was kind of, I'm not dating anybody, he's not dating anybody, we were just in one of those things, and he reached out to me. He's like, hey, I'm looking for an apartment, and I lived in an apartment complex, and the next thing you know, he's like, hey, I got an apartment that's like right on your street, and I'm like, okay, stalker.
No, so it was the same complex. I was like, oh, it's pretty close. All right. And then I had a single bedroom, and then I was like at the very front. She was kind of towards the middle back. And then my sister was struggling at the time, so I was like, hey, before I move in, maybe I can get a 2-bedroom, see if they have a 2-bedroom open, and we can like share an apartment together. And then we did,
Yeah.
and it happened to move it like 10 doors away from hers.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, all right. I told my sister, like, I'll be back. So she's like, where are you going? I was like, I'll leave my truck here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yep.
So pretty much, yeah. I started being like, oh, he's a, young guy. I'm going to prep some food, and I'll leave him some food like on his car for work. And, just me being like, he's cute, but I don't want to catch feelings, but the feelings were already caught. So, that's kind of where it happened.
She said
That's nice.
right when she heard my
Oh.
voice at the gym.
Yeah. It's the weirdest thing, because it's like that love at first sight, as mushy gushy as it sounds. That's how it was for me. Like, I saw him and I fell in love, and I do. I love his guy. So proud of him.
That's a great
Most
story.
beautiful babies.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's an awesome story. I think he pulled all the moves out there, and it was nice.
Yep.
I
But,
like some of these comments in here.
Yeah,
They're
it was
funny.
like, I think she says, I stalked her on Instagram first.
Oh, you know what? He did. You did.
So
That's right. I forgot about that story.
I had a buddy that worked at the same gym. He was in the sales, so he got me my membership and everything, and then he's like, hey, I also need a workout partner. It's like, okay. I mean, he's a big dude.
yeah,
He's like, I need somebody to push me because I need to get back into shape. And this is before, like, I went out of the shape, and then I was getting back into it. And then I just started, like, looking. I was like, hey, who's this? He's like, oh, that's one of our trainers. And I was like, oh, I like her eyes. But it was a false advertisement. She didn't have blue eyes. It was like...
They were like hazel green.
The sun must have hit them. But I followed her, and I started liking her stuff.
So you're saying you only like me?
No. So I started following her, liking her stuff, and then...
See, these lives, the truth comes out.
Nope. And then
Too
we were
late,
walking. We were in the gym, and I just kept like looking at her and then looking away, hat down low. And then I ended up just going downstairs, and I didn't see her. And she said something to me by my headphones on, and she like looked down the stairs and like yelled at me or something. I turned around. I was like, "What?" She goes, "Aren't you going to say hi?" And I was like, "Hello?"
Because I didn't get attention from him, so I was like, "Why am I going? What am I doing?" But yeah.
And then that was that.
Yeah. So we're gonna tell our babies that we definitely were the ones that met online. We swiped right, and it was a match.
So
Yeah. Oh my gosh, too funny.
how long ago was that?
Well, we've been married for 6 years, and yeah, to I guess to keep the PG version. You want to tell them that story?
Which one?
The
There's a
story.
whole bunch.
The story
PG.
that you said. Well, he decided that he really wanted to.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. I told her. I said,
"We'll keep it PG, but."
Well, I'll just say, I'm
Yes.
gonna put a baby in you. That was it.
Yeah.
And I did. So and that's it right there.
That is awesome. That's a great story. It really is.
Okay,
You know, stalker. You know.
I never thought I would have babies ever again, and here I was getting pregnant at what 30, 38?
Yeah.
Yeah, because.
Yeah.
So that's a geriatric pregnancy. 2 of them.
Bedroom Olympics. That's right.
Yes. Hashtag bedroom Olympics won. It was very fitting.
Nice.
Oh, I saw Rick across the room at a restaurant I work at.
That's my boy.
Yes, I love it. I held
Nice.
I highly doubt that. He was probably like,
come spot me.
Not letting her go. Yep. Exactly. Hashtag I need a spot.
That is awesome. So we got the origins of your story, which is great. It really is. So I know you've told it before, but how you guys kind of hooked up with Copper Johns. I know you were a hairdresser, so what was, I'm going to quit hairdressing and I'm going right to Copper Johns. So what made that decision?
Well, I was doing hair from the house, and because being home with the kids, our son having autism, I had to take him to therapies. I've had to just have a weird schedule. He's been in a special needs school for the past 2 years, so I needed to drive. So I needed flexibility, and hair started becoming really giving me anxiety. And also kind of clogging our pipes at the house. Our home is a little bit older, 1959. So these women would come over and I'd be doing, hair, and it would be hard. Some of these girls couldn't come over till late, so I'd be working till midnight. And, it was getting stressful on me. I just really lost my passion for doing it a little bit. And then, Copper Johns, with that whole thing, fast forward, like Tyson needed help with customer service, and I'm like, I will do that. I've had 50 million jobs. I worked as a secretary for a billion years, so he offered me that job, and it just kind of grew from there.
Yeah, awesome. And you
and I could be at home with kids.
Yeah. So my wife works in the autism industry at our school, and your show with Bishop really, she can't talk about stuff. Everything is confidential. And some days she comes home and she's not so happy. She loves what she does, but it made me understand a little bit more of what she goes through in a day. So I appreciate that.
We appreciate her because it's hard to send your non-speaking child to school with people that you don't know, and you just have to trust that they're going to treat them as good as as you would treat your baby. So,
well, it's funny because she not that she says anything about the client, but she had a client that you would give him a date, and he would tell you what day of the week. You could give him 1950s.
That's cool.
And what day and stuff that happened there and stuff. And she was so, I don't know, like she couldn't believe that, for a young kid to kind of do that. And she knows, they have special, powers, basically, I say, and she understands it. But yeah, she was like, to my son the one day, well, when you were born, this was what happened. I couldn't even remember when my son was born what happened,
That's exactly that. Yes, the hyper fixations, and there's definitely superpower gifts with autism, and they
Yeah.
range so many different things. And there's funny reels that go around, like, what kind of autism, like, for the autistic community, they'll be like, what kind of autism did you get? I got the number kind, where I remember numbers or count steps or do all these things. And
Hmm.
so yeah, it's autism, I feel like is a superpower. It's a gift. It's a beautiful thing. So, but it can be hard, so we appreciate your wife.
Yeah. She went to school for it and everything, and she couldn't get a job in our school district for the longest time, and she finally got in there, and she works with not just one, but because sometimes they go half days and stuff. So
Yeah.
she's got two or three that she'll work with on a constant, and I went to my daughter's graduation, and her one client was there, and just ran up to her, yeah, and gave her a big hug and stuff like that. And she loves that,
That means
she
a
loves
lot.
it. Yeah,
That means a lot.
because what she works with, I don't know like what they have, but they don't like a lot of crowds sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They feel comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there can be a bond with especially the teachers and aides and caregivers and stuff like that. So it means a lot. I saw
Yeah.
Brewer. I just saw your don't lean too far of that chair. It made me crack up because I fell out of the chair on the Bitter Respect million
Did
years
you
ago.
really?
And I did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was so nervous.
That was our first live, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was. The Beard Respect is awesome. Those guys are great.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. I was so honored to be on their show, and I'm looking forward to seeing them, and also having Scott on the show and talking about,
Awesome.
yeah, I got a good lineup coming up. It's tough fitting them in at times, but I want to keep it constant for that whole algorithm or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. I think you're doing amazing. From like your first couple to now, you're a pro at it. It's great.
Well, I don't know. I got to get things upgraded. As soon as I get the internet situation handled, I'm going to then, as I was talking to Garrett,
Mhm.
get a little bit better equipment. Not crazy, I'm
Hmm.
Yeah,
hoping
it's a
this
stepping
stays,
stone.
but you never know. And,
Yeah.
I look up to you guys' show all the time. I can't do slides or any of that stuff, but I do enjoy the work you put into it.
You can. I can teach you.
And
It's
she
very
puts in work.
yeah. I
But,
do. Just like Amber too. Amber is amazing at that as well.
yes.
Kay, I'm sure Kay's right there too as well. Hey, what's up? Oh, you said hi to Lee. But
Mhm.
look at that. That's a great picture. I don't think I've seen the
Yeah.
picture.
Um, yeah, so a quick story about Lee. So he just put out a six pack of scents towards like the beard, the six pack, and I I went on his website to go buy them, and there wasn't a case for it. So I messaged him and I said, hey, do you have any more of those cases for me to buy for? Because I like the whole display. And he messaged me back. He says, "Oh, we ran out and stuff like that, but maybe I can get one made." So he's holding the six um, oils for me, and he ordered a case for me, and I haven't paid for a thing yet. The
Oh,
trust is there, and I never met the man, and he was awesome to be on the show last night.
that's really cool.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this community, we say it all the time. Um,
Amazing.
yeah, it is.
Everyone's just so
It is.
cool.
Mhm.
So we went over your journey of getting back in shape, your life with Copper Johns,
Yeah,
and
Tyson's a great
uh,
boss.
Garrett. I know you work a ton of overtime and stuff like that, and you work at the Ford.
Yep. I work at the
Yeah,
axle plant, so I build all the rear end axles for all the Ford vehicles, basically
nice.
everything.
Yeah, and I mean that's a job. That's a blue collar job right there.
Mm-hmm.
In
And
an unair-conditioned plant. That's
Yeah,
yeah,
it's miserable. If you're not standing in front of a fan, like I'm pouring sweat on my arms, my face is dripping sweat, my back, everything. And
yeah,
I'm the type where I cannot wear cutoff shirts or shorts. And everything I wear is just pants, t-shirt, and boots. I just feel awkward if I wear anything else. Everybody's like,
yeah,
"Wear shorts." I'm like, I can't do it. Every job I've worked at was always boots and jeans.
yeah. That's
that's rough.
we actually at our plant is not air conditioned, and we're mandated to wear jeans, of course, steel toes, and
Mm-hmm.
no cutoff shirts, no any of that, just
Yep.
a regular T-shirt. You know, but yeah, it is tough. It's demanding, especially with that heat wave that just came across.
Ugh. I know. And then like our plant, it's I'm calling Ford out on it, but they would only pass out water to us if it was 90 degrees outside. I was like, what?
Yeah,
It's like 90
yeah.
degrees. Like, this is outrageous. Like, it's so humid in the plant. I think one day I
Yeah.
went in, I was going early. This is when I did like my 86-hour week. It was like 3 in the morning and it was 86 degrees in the plant already at 3 in the morning. I was like, this is outrageous. Like, all that
Yeah, right
heat
at the
gets
beginning of your
trapped in.
day, right?
Yeah. Like, it's outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will
It's
says AC. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. He's a blue collar guy.
Mm-hmm.
um
I had
I
one job that was
basically
climate control and it was nice.
they went to our union, and they were trying to get it into one of our rules that they had to put in air conditioning, and they said it's going to be $17 million or something to put an air conditioner in this place, and we can't afford that. But we buy Snap-on tools and never send them back
Oh my
for
goodness.
like $14,000, and we have a
Mm-hmm.
pile of them just sitting. We don't ever. We just buy new.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Yeah, I saw Baker's.
well
Or
brewer.
Brewer. Brewer,
No
yeah.
crop top. Yeah.
Nope.
I had baggy jeans on today, but I have holes in them.
I I don't know.
Crop top. Yeah, crop top and jorts is just for you guys.
Yep.
That's for the
Just
reals.
for the reals. Is that part of the point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have the New Balance and the Jorts to mow the lawn.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
so Copper Johns, we have to admit it. Tyson's awesome, and Logan, and you do great with the customer service. Any problems there? But what is the funniest complaint that you've had?
Ooh. Hmm. All right. I have to think. Do you remember any that I like tell you? I haven't thought. I have to think. I know we have repeat. Like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Um. Let me think on that.
I'm sorry. I thought there might be one
No,
that's
don't
like,
be sorry. I think that's a great question. Um. I feel like it's not funny, but I want to say this as humbly as possible, just for the beer community. People that buy a scent and they say, "Hey, I don't like this scent. I want to swap it out with something else." And humbly, I have to say, we can't do that. I mean, this is not, we're not, I don't know, Kmart or something like that. And I say Kmart, look at how old I am. A Target, where you could just take it back and get something new. These are small batch companies that have to pay for everything. And that's just, I mean, as a female, I have had a box of 1,000 perfumes, 1,000, products, things that never worked in my hair. Like I said, I'm an old jaded hairdresser that spent so much money, and I never, they don't take things back normally. So, I think that asking to have, just because you didn't like a scent, that's kind of a thing that's like, yeah, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I
just goes
mean,
on your wall.
if there's something bad with the oil or something like that,
Yes.
yeah, okay, we'll help you out. But I mean, if you just don't like it, I mean, uh, there's
Yeah.
nothing you're going to do about that. I mean,
No.
I read profiles all the time myself, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like this, and I get it. I smell it, and then I put it in beard. I just don't like it. I mean, I'm not gonna go to the
Yeah.
company and say, hey, yeah, can we change this?
Yeah. I mean, and some companies might, but just, I like to kind of keep in mind that, everything costs these companies, these small companies, money.
Hmm.
And, a lot of these business owners, including Tyson, have a full time job and a family to support. So just those little things about, asking for maybe something free or whatever. I mean, that still costs them money to invest in. So just, kind of keep that in mind to like be kind and support.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I want to say, hey, Jacked Up and Frankie J,
Yeah, Jacob.
Randy
Thanks,
R,
Jay.
yeah, all for stepping in. Thank you so much. We're rolling 25 people in here, so that's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you
Nice.
guys.
Yeah, it's great. I really appreciate it, and thank you for everybody that shared out this and stuff. I did gain 5 more people, so please
Yay.
like, subscribe, share. It's working,
Right.
and I love this community. It's great, and hopefully it's see more to come. I know you guys ain't going to Worlds. I
Hmm.
am gonna go to Worlds. I'll be there the first. Got to help with True North and Dave and Kay, and I'm excited to meet them. But if the world was perfect, what would be the first comp that you would go to? Would you just jump right in and go to Worlds, or just a smaller one to feel it?
Her?
Yeah, but
Him.
both,
You,
yeah.
Beard.
No. I would probably go to a small town one. I Like I said, why I haven't even done one is I just don't feel like I'm ready. I feel like my beard's too weak to enter one, and I'm have that very
He's got
low self
he's got
esteem.
beard dysmorphia. He's got
And
a
that's
glorious beard.
going back to when I did my bodybuilding competitions. I've done 4 of them, and the biggest one I did was the Arnold Classic in Ohio. And
Nice.
I think in my division I had 157 competitors, and I
Wow.
placed nowhere near anywhere. But that wasn't my best I ever did.
Yeah.
So it's basically knowing, like, in the bodybuilding world, like, you're up there and people are judging you on how you look. And if you don't
Yeah.
place, you feel like, wow, I just don't look good. What's wrong? So I feel like that's how it would be for me if I entered a beard competition. I'd be like,
Hmm.
well, whatever. And then I'll be like, the next day, if I didn't place, I would just chop it completely off. I'd be like, all right,
Oh,
whatever. That's just how
okay.
I am.
Yeah, psychologically, those
That's my self esteem.
competitions are not. Yeah, they don't do great for the self-esteem.
No. So it's kind of,
Now,
and that's why another reason why I grew the beard on top of having a daughter and everything else. I grew it to try to hide myself after I lost being in shape. I was getting
yeah.
out of shape. I was like, I just felt bad about myself. So
Hmm.
I just kind of grew the beard and then started going. And then,
And he has an amazing physique, and he's so handsome. So it's like, I see that as being. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're the most handsome man I've ever seen. But now I love your
It
beard, so.
it's weird to kind of go up on stage and kind of be judged for facial hair.
yeah.
It is.
No, I know. Yeah.
I enjoy the camaraderie more than anything else. It being judged. I
Yeah,
get you
I
there,
know.
buddy.
I know it's all about charity and everything, but I
Yeah.
mean, I think the one I would want to do would be the what's that one that we have out here with what's his name puts it on?
Oh, in Emily City.
Emily City. Jacob, help me out. It's the Sasquatch one. I want it just because my YouTube handle is the Bearded Squatch. So I was like, I just
Squatch.
want
Yeah.
an award with the Sasquatch on. I was like, all right, done. That's it.
Yeah, that would be cool. Hmm.
Oh gosh, I can't remember his name. He runs all the big shows? He was at
The guy with the big mustache.
yeah, what's his name? I'm drawing a blank.
I can't think of what his name is either. Somebody will know.
Jacob knows. Um,
Aw.
Brewer probably know.
Lee, thank you
Older.
for stopping in.
Gosh, what
Yeah,
is his
thanks,
name?
Lee. Good luck. Good night.
Yeah, I don't
Mark
know that
Burns.
one, Garrett.
Mark
I can't
Burns.
help you
Mark
there.
Burns.
Mark
Okay.
Burns.
Oh,
Yes. Yep. He put it
okay.
on the last couple years. It was something Bigfoot. Was it Sasquatch? Can't
I
remember. But
I
it's in
can't
Emily City,
remember.
and they had a couple awards, and it was like a Bigfoot and like they carved out in wood and everything. I was like, that would
Oh,
be cool
nice.
to have.
I think that's still coming up, isn't it?
No, it's usually in June. I don't think they did it this year.
Oh, maybe it's every other.
Yeah.
Hey, JB.
Nice for you to come in, JB. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's Mark.
Yep.
Yeah, he was. We met him. So we went to a beard competition in Detroit, and that's where we met Brewer. We got to meet Brewer. That was so
Okay.
cool because DNC was there. He was judging.
Brewer was late. Everybody was waiting on Brewer.
No, but it was so cool when I love this story because we were all just sitting there talking. Jacob was there. We got to meet Jacob, and we're just hanging out. Scott BBB was there, and we thought somebody thought they spotted Mike Brewer, and it was like we were all like starstruck. We're like, oh, there he is, and we like followed him with our eyes like all the way down, and I like went right up to him like, can I give you a hug?
That's it. Sasquatch Uncut.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's right by us. It's like 15, 20 minutes away from us.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, so last night the guys were busting me because I'm going to Worlds and I'm not competing because I'm in my own journey with my sides, which
That's great. They look awesome.
it's better. I still see some patchiness. It's only going to be 3 months, so I'm not worried about that. But they kind of want me to go to goatee.
Yes.
And compete in the goatee where I feel more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I booked an appointment with my barber tomorrow. He's gonna shape me up as goatee again, and then afterwards.
Wait, you're shaving your 3 months growth up? I don't know if I like that.
Well, I feel so confident with Copper John's products that after Worlds, I will be back in shape for the beard journey.
I'm ready to jump through this camera right now.
I mean, yeah.
I'm teasing.
No, I mean, you gotta go where your strongest at is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could do the goatee, do it. I mean, like I said, I talked to.
Well, let's see it. Let's see how long it is. Sorry, babe.
Oh. My goatee?
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
The shirt don't do it justice, but I think I'm at
it and everything.
And you can't straighten. They want to see all this.
Oh, okay.
The color differentiation, the texture, and all that stuff. I could use some oil, but that's about it. I'm the same way as Garrett just said. Like to go up on stage with this. Yes, it looks good, and for 3 months it looks good. I wouldn't do it. You know. Okay. So they're like, this is a one-time deal, you know, you don't know if it'll come back, and you're going already, so, yeah. I'm sorry, Melissa,
I've been rooting you on.
I know, but like I said, right after I compete, done shaving, start putting the hair serum back on there, and taking the vitamins and all that stuff. So I feel so confident, and I do like the results with what's been happening with all the great products. I just can't say just Copper John's, but the great oils and washes and stuff. But I do see a big improvement with the Copper John serum that I'm using.
Very cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's just I've been
calm down.
I've been wanting to say it, and I just didn't know how to break it to you, Melissa. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I understand. No, I totally support it. I'm excited. I'm just rooting you on because I think you had threatened to shave it off like previously. You're like, I don't know if I can do it, and I'm like, oh, keep going.
Yeah, I did. I hate it the way it looks. I like my beard kept as any bearded man does, and I'm so happy with the front look. And like last night, I was looking at my live stream, and it looked like I had a big neck. which I do. I have a big neck, but it was standing. All the white was standing straight out on the black shirt, and I just hated it. I was like, oh.
See, I, as like a hairdresser, see something different. I think I can envision that is going to grow, and you're going to have this thick, massive beard with these white sides, and it's going to be epic. So
Yeah.
that's what I see for you, having this big. But I get it. I totally get it and respect it.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Yeah, and Dave, yes, you did not talk me into it.
I saw Robert
Brewer.
said he's going to shave his off too. He's got like a amazing thick beard too. Finest mixed breed.
Yeah, where was that?
He said he's shaving after Worlds. I don't know if that was true or not, but
Trust me, I tell her all the time I'm going to chop my beard off. I'm done.
because he looks great, but like I just think he's gotten this far, and he wanted it to touch his belt buckle. Robert Michaelis is his and Matt Beardlaws with their big giant beards were like his idols when this all started.
Yep, but it's just
It is.
You're there.
Yeah, well, I think Chief after the Buckeye, he's doing something.
Yeah.
He's getting his back. Is he getting his back waxed with Bishop?
No, Dino.
No.
Oh, Dino. Oh, it's Dino. Oh, that's right. Our brother Dino. Oh, gosh.
Kratos. Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, God of War.
It's tough because, I mean.
He's got a great beard. Chief's got a great beard.
Yeah, he does. It's thick.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like my mustache. I just trimmed my mustache, too, because it was, like, all the way down, and I was fine with it. But it's like, I'm to the point, July 11th will be 3 years of me growing it completely. On my birthday. And I'm sitting there at work, and it's hot, and I'm trying to, like, eat a protein bar, and the fan's blowing my mustache all inside. It's in my mouth, and I'm trying to get it out, and then there's, like, one in there. I'm, like, choking on it, trying to find the hair.
Yeah.
And she's like, I miss your lips. I was like, you know what? I'll just cut it the mustache. I go, whatever.
I tried getting him where it was, like, short.
No. And she wants me to do a whaler.
He won't do it.
Oh, okay.
Because I do.
All
I
right.
miss his lips. I miss, like... Even our daughter will give him a kiss, but it's like she backs away because it's like, the mustache is gonna like eat her little face tickles.
Well, I mean, in the community, nobody likes a whaler. That's the ongoing joke.
Okay.
Nobody wants a whaler.
But you do you. I support whatever you feel comfortable with, even you shaving off your side.
I know. But like I said, I'm happy with what's happening, so I feel confident and it's some of my good friends are whalers too, and nobody likes a whaler.
I didn't realize that's like the equivalent of wearing socks at bedtime. Apparently, how people are just, oh my goodness.
It's just I don't know. I'm at that phase right now where I feel like my beard's just kind of done. I feel like it's just like, all right, this is all you get.
I hate that. Don't say it, please.
Yeah, I know. But it's just, but if I look at it, I'm still on track of the proper growth. They say a half inch each month. And I'm already at 18 inches with the beard. And
we trimmed it a little.
And we've been doing little trims at the bottom.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I probably could have been more. And like I said, I'll be at 3 years. 3 years will be 18 inches. So I was like, man, maybe 4 years I can just get it more. I was like, well, we'll see.
It'd be down to your knees.
Yeah.
I mean, like Steven, that's in the chats. His is what, 37 inches long?
Oh wow!
I think.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
Wow.
And then at work, it's like, because I always have my beard tied up. It's always I call it the beard bun. I don't do knots. I don't have it tied through where it's the little fin hanging out.
He doesn't like the little tail.
I don't like the little tail. I like to try to hide it or make it look proportional, because everything to me is symmetry and proportion.
Yeah.
So I'd always do the bun, and then when I have it out and I have it down, people are like, you got beard extensions in there? Like, let me see your beard. And I was like, oh, it's my beard. They're like, how did you hide that? I was like, I have it tied up.
Yeah, so, I with your way that you do it, I can get it in there, but to be proportional is harder because some things are shorter than others and stuff like that for me. But I do tie it up. like you in the bun like you have. Except I leave the tail out because I can't stuff it in there
Yeah,
because
and
it's kind of tight.
that's all different lengths too. Because I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at like Robert Michaelis, he can do it. He'll wrap his around twice and then do a little tie through. I only do it once, and I still have a good amount hanging out where I can wrap around twice. But then if I wrap around twice, then I have to do the knot where a little bit hangs out, but it'll
Yeah.
stay. I just don't
Yeah.
like how tight it looks. I like the looser look. Like every time I tell her to give me a braid, I was like, start the braid down low. I want a beard, and then I want the
A
pretzel knots,
braid.
I call them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
like it
Ooh,
tight up
like
to
a
the
German
chin.
pretzel.
Yeah, German. Yeah.
Yum.
So
I love to eat, so that
I mean,
sounds
it's
good.
there, but it's like the lower it gets, the thinner it gets. So it's just like
Yeah. Well,
try to hide
mine.
it.
I got a bunch of transparency. I'm gonna have my barber look at it tomorrow. Um, I don't do my own trims or any of that stuff. I This guy's a master barber.
Oh yeah.
He's gone to worlds. He's cut champions.
Nice.
He went to national. I don't know. Do you know Bob and Elliot, the mustache?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bob Elliott. Yeah.
He's got a cool big stash.
Anytime there's anything, I forget where he lives, but he heads up towards Syracuse, New York. He stops in there to get his hair cut and the little trims that he does with this guy. So he's professional. He knows what they're looking for at Worlds. So that's why I haven't shaved off my sides. I'm letting him do it tomorrow, and he can get it all in
Yeah.
portion and not so like styled. He
Uh-huh.
knows that they look for certain things.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what's good is like, and that's what I always know. Like, I don't know the goatees. Is it just do they have categories for like short goatee, full, like a long goatee, or is it
It's
just
They have
usually just goatee?
they have two categories basically for what I'm going for. Natural. It's basically I forget the centimeters, but it's 8 inches or below, and then it's 8 inches and above.
Okay, so then wherever
There
you're at,
is
how long is
I'm
yours?
I'm about 11.
So I would just say if you want, like what I've talked to Matt Beardlaws. He used to be judge and he used to do a lot. I mean, he's not really active in community. Kind of does his own thing, his own podcast, but his beard is it's a thick one, thick boy.
Yeah,
And he said wherever you go, if you have a 16-inch beard or say 14, 15-inch beard and you
yeah.
want to look the best, he goes chop it to 8. He goes, you want to grow past that category you're in to get
Don't
all the
tell him
fullness.
that, because then he's gonna chop his beard or something.
Oh, he'll be fine.
No, no, no.
He'll be
We're
fine. It
talking.
grows,
We're
but like
good.
you want to go in that category. So if you're at 11 and you feel like you
Yeah,
have 2 inches of transparency, that's all right. Chop it at that
yeah,
8, so it looks thicker because then it'll fan out and look
yeah.
complete.
And that's
That's just
why
the way.
I've heard the same thing. You always kind of want to be at the top of whatever category you're at. So if I'm not at
I
the
don't know if he's gonna be at Worlds.
2 foot mark, you want to be back a step. So
Hmm.
like I Aaron Johnson, if I'm in the 8 plus, I'm in his category.
Yeah,
And Aaron Johnson's got probably an 18 or bigger
and he's the goat
goatee.
of the goatees.
Yeah. So
Oh.
not that I wouldn't enjoy that. Believe me, hey, it is what it is.
Oh wait.
But I'm going to talk to Mike. He's the barber, and I think exactly what you said, Garrett. I'll probably be doing.
I mean,
Baker, I could see you with like the stash, like that curl stash with a top hat or something. I think you would look so cool if you like walked into Worlds with a top hat and like a sweet curl to your like stash with a goatee. You would own that. Number
Well,
one all the way.
I hate wax. I hate it.
Okay.
oh yeah, it's like cement. I cannot do
Yeah,
it. Ugh.
but if it got me to a different category, I'd try it.
Yeah,
Creative, and I think you could pull the look off. I think it would be like
Yeah.
super cool, like Dapper Baker.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Baker
a
needs a crop top.
it's gonna be fun,
I mean, we
and
were at
that's what I'm going for.
Mike, you keep telling everybody he needs a crop top. We're gonna need to see you in one.
yeah. I mean, we were at
Hey,
that the Detroit one. There was a dude dressed up as the Little Caesars guy, complete
Oh my word!
shirtless and just wearing a Little Caesars
Hat,
shirt.
a loincloth.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd give him props. I couldn't do it.
Mm.
uh,
The Whiskerinas were amazing. These girls are so cool. Like I
yeah,
couldn't do it, but the creativity was amazing.
The one had the moon, like her hair. Actual hair was like moosed over, and the beard was like this. It was like a perfect moon. It was the sweetest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm in that chat for Worlds. It's a WhatsApp chat, and basically the Whiskerinas are taking over the chat, saying, "Is there going to be enough room? Because I have like 5 costume changes."
Oh yeah, see
You
that's
know,
great.
yeah, and
They're professionals.
you know, their beard, no matter how big it is in a box, so they got to carry that in and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
so
I got a thing for Amber. Amber, make Mike a crop top that says Kevin's Shed on it.
Yes.
Kevin's Shed, and make him wear it.
Property of.
Property of Kevin Shed.
that's
That
awesome.
would be amazing. I think you need to say like property of Amber's property, Kev and Brewer.
Yeah. And I think Amber was trying to
Amber's gonna start selling
store.
shirts now.
Yes, Amber, do it. You know why.
This is just, yeah. Nobody wants to see that stuff.
Mankini. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking of like the Borat like green
Yeah.
Speedo.
Yeah. Well, that's funny too, because I went to a competition in Pittsburgh with Mad Viking, and they got a guy that's known for wearing a banana hammock and the Viking horn helmet.
Oh wow.
Kudos to him.
Yeah.
Right?
I couldn't do it.
I also saw him do.
But you remember that guy stands out. So
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
remember him.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw him do a polar plunge in that outfit.
No, thank you.
In February.
Woo!
And then the Mankini fell right off because there was nothing there.
Exactly. But
Gosh.
we're almost at an hour here, so that's what I try to keep it at. I don't know if anybody has any questions for these guys while they're here. I'm so happy we got together with this.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys.
Oh, it was great having you guys. Hopefully, I don't know what I wanted to ask you. So, are you going to do the husbands of in the beard community, or?
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But we do. I think what we could do. I think it would be fun. Is we could get your wife on and
Yeah.
just have you sub, so you can answer the questions. But you have to reveal your face with a beardless pic. So
I don't even know if I have one without a beard, but I know I have one with a real short goatee, no mustache.
I'd take it. How long have you had your goatee, Baker?
I've been. This is probably about various lengths, probably about 10 years.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
Why did you
I
grow
trim,
yours?
I do stuff, but yeah, about 10 years. But
To ask him questions.
Oh yeah, I flipped this. We're now on She Knows on Baker's show, and I'm interviewing Baker about his beard journey.
that's good. Hey, I'll answer any questions too. So, you know, I have no problem with that.
What's your beard why? What's your beard why? Or your goatee why? Why did you grow it?
Well, I think like it started in No Shave November. A buddy of mine was doing that for charity, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's see. And we both took goals of where we were going to be at the end of that month. The loser had to buy dinner and stuff like that. I was the loser, but
through the
we
winter.
raised about $500 to go to No Shave November, and then I just said, you know
Wonderful.
what? I've never done this. Let's try. Just keep it going. And like I said back then, I had no products.
Okay.
You
Yep.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I washed with shampoo, all the bad stuff.
I
You
did
know.
too. When I first started, new stuff I found from Target, and I thought it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out it was
No,
complete
you
garbage.
found it from the Arnold,
Oh yeah,
the
the Arnold.
Maestros.
Yeah. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I
Drop
should have
names.
said.
Found it at
Well,
the
it's
Arnold Classic. We had a barber next to us, and they're like, "You use beard products?" I was like, "Nope." And then I started using it. I thought it was the best stuff, and I was just like,
Okay.
"Well, guess not."
well, it's funny because I, once I started growing it, I got all those kind of novelty beard oils. I think the first one I ever had, it was named Beard.
I mean, that's pretty good marketing right there because
Yeah. But I,
first
I
thing
didn't
that's
even
gonna come
know
up in Google.
I didn't even know when to apply it or any of that stuff. So yeah, it's a lot better now.
Do you feel
So
like the beard community? Oh, sorry. Okay, never
go
mind.
ahead,
I'm gonna stop myself because I could
go
talk.
ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you feel like the beard community has helped you with the education and all that stuff?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you feel more confident too?
definitely. It's I even so I put in for Dan's show for him to critique my
Oh,
goatee, and the only thing he basically said is said it was great, but I should grow my mustache. Well, that's what I did. I used to trim it down real low and stuff like that, and I would never have done that before if I didn't have the confidence in the with the product and stuff like that. So, yeah, and I would never do this show. 100%. If this was 10 years ago, no, you know. So yeah, I do think the community with the open arms, the products I have, I think it's made a world of difference, and I really enjoy being a part of it.
yes.
Yep.
I love that. I love to hear that because that's what I feel like we feel the same way. And look at the beautiful terrace here.
Mhm.
Hi.
Jay, whenever I can get, well, today was my first day off in over a month.
Yeah.
Done 72 hours, 76 hours, 86-hour weeks. That's
And usually
nonstop.
when we have a day off, we have to go see family because
Yes.
they want to see the babies.
What does transparency mean for a beard? You can see through it.
Yeah, it's like the
I'll be,
density is not there.
so if you can see my logo through it, that's transparency.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Garrett, you won't see him in a white shirt
Oh,
ever, or a colored shirt. Very rarely. Blue, green, or black is all he wears.
And if I do, then my beard will be tied
And
up
sometimes gray.
or in a knot braid.
nice. Yeah, it's just that's why they say to wear black. Um, even Dan C, he showed that he had the black shirt on, and then he put the yellow card underneath,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't think he has transparency. He does,
Yeah.
and but it's
That's the hardest
just
thing.
yeah, so it's usually up here I'm fine. You can see there's nothing really with the gray shirt, but as you go down further,
When you get the
that's where
logo.
it is. Yeah. I usually don't wear a gray shirt, but my daughter bought me this, so I have to.
No, that's you have to support that. That's so cool. I love it.
But yes, thanks Tara for coming. But yeah, you're not going to see True North chaps unless you're sponsoring me. But
You gotta have True North boxers then.
yeah,
On the
but
butt. Like,
Saw Jay asked 3 years growing 18-inch beard.
mm-hmm.
Well, just about 3 years. I'd say maybe a little 2.5.
okay, yeah, I don't see any other. Chief, I know. Yeah, you're going to look like a big pink highlighter. Um, that's what I hear. Right to the hat.
I think it'll look amazing. Are you kidding me? Do it.
Well, and that's the funny thing too, because now I decided to go. I'm just t-shirt and jeans. I don't have an outfit. I'm not going to go buy an outfit. I don't have time to go searching. If I can find a top hat, maybe I'll do that.
I think that would look so cool on you. Like I can see it, and I think you would rock it. Like like just no other. Like the like almost like Slash or something kind of cool.
Um, Speaking of that, I just saw this guy that makes hats for like people that uh, go
Skull.
to
Skull
worlds
hats.
and stuff like that. You know, like all different types of hats and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
He wants one made so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like they steam it and
Yeah.
Yeah.
form it to your head. That's so cool.
I want a cowboy hat. I want them to steam it, shape it, and everything. And then I one guy that like you, I see him on YouTube. He does all like the crazy like skull on top of it.
Oh
All
yeah.
stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's
That's
super
it.
That is
cool.
amazing.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Awesome. But yeah, so we're gonna wind it down. We're at an hour. I appreciate everybody that came in here.
Thanks, guys.
All
We're
right.
we're still at 23 rocking, and I really
Yeah.
do appreciate
Love
it.
you guys.
Um, Melissa and Garrett, thank you so much for coming on here. I think it was a great show. I love getting to know you guys.
We
But
love you, Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Love
yeah,
you guys. Good
and
chat.
you'll see lots of pictures, and we'll tag as we discuss into certain people that I get there. So thank you
Well,
again. I'm
safe
going to send you to
travels.
the back, and I'm just going to end the show.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you
Bye,
guys.
guys. Thank you
Yeah.
for being here.
All right, guys. Well, I think that was great. They're great people. So I really appreciated everybody that came in here that shared this out. It it's really something. Like I said, I'm at 85. I could be a little bit more now. I see a lot of new names. I'm sorry I didn't catch everybody's comments, but you guys were great. I'm looking forward to Worlds. Looking to meet all you great people that are going. Please, if you see a big guy walking around aimlessly and you see this goatee, stop and say hello. I'm kind of, when I get into a big crowd, I kind of go with blinders sometimes. So, just tap me on the shoulder or whatever. But it it was an awesome show. Thank you. So I'm going to end it with my slogan. Remember, beards don't conceal identity; they create it. Thank you again. Have a good one.